Hey, what's up, everybody? We finally got some Scream 7 news to talk about. It's been a while. Scream 6 was released. It's August, so Scream 6 was released in March, I believe. So it's been, close to 5 months already that we've gone since the end of Scream 6. And we finally get something to talk about. Very, very exciting stuff. Before I get into today's exciting news, because this just dropped a few hours ago, although there's been rumors kind of running rampant in recent days. But before we get to the news, do me a favor, hit that subscribe button, guys. I really appreciate it. And tell me down in the comments what you think of the Scream franchise, and specifically what you think of Scream 6, because that's going to kind of dovetail into what we're talking about. What are we talking about? Let's pull up the article here. Big news, like I said, for Scream fandom, because it involves the sequel, Scream 7. Scream 7, Happy Death Day director Christopher Landon to take directing duties from Radio Silence. That's right, Radio Silence has gone bye-bye. What do you think of that, guys? These last two movies have been very divisive, as most horror movies are that come out nowadays. So what do you think about that? It's exciting depending on your perspective, right? If you're a huge fan of Scream 5 and Scream 6, this could be very disappointing news. If you're mixed like me on those movies, I don't know how to feel. I don't know how you feel. If you didn't like Scream 5 and 6, this is probably very exciting news for you because Radio Silence obviously played a huge role in the direction of those movies. Like I said, and we're going to read the article here in a second, like I said, I'm pretty mixed on those movies, but I genuinely lean in the positive direction. I think Radio Silence did their job. They put Scream, I don't want to say back on the map, but they put it back in the pop culture subconscious again, right? Where Scream matters again. It had been 10 years or so when Scream 5 was released, since Scream 4, and Radio Silence, I think, as much as I have issues, and most of them are kind of plot related and characters having plot armor and shit like that, but as much as there were issues, I think they did a damn good job bringing Scream back. That being said, Christopher Landon has directed the Happy Death Day movies, and he did a damn good job as well in those movies. Those were some good movies, and I was not expecting much, so maybe it has to do with my expectations of those movies. But I thought he did a damn good job. I thought those were entertaining, extremely well-made movies. So it's very exciting that if Radio Silence is leaving, which they obviously are, that they tabbed another popular, depending on your opinion, director. So let's read into this a little bit. And then as we go, guys, tell me your thoughts in the comments down below. Is this exciting for you? Is it disappointing for you? And like I said, what your thoughts are on the Scream franchise or Scream 6. So let's go. Scream 7 is officially in the works. That is a great fucking few words to read right there. Writer's strike be damned, right? But Scream 7 is officially in the works with Happy Death Day and Freaky director Christopher Landon. That's right, I haven't seen Freaky. If you've seen Freaky, let me know in the comments what you thought about it, because I've heard pretty decent things. Who's taking over directing duties from the duo known as Radio Silence, THR reports today. See, I'm going to butcher these Radio Silence guys' names, so I apologize. Matt Bettinelli, Olfen, and Tyler Gillett, aka Radio Silence, directed both the 2022 reboot of the Scream franchise and last year's Scream 6. Per the THR report, I think THR's got to be the Hollywood Reporter, right? They're stepping back from the series as they focus on their untitled Universal Monster movie, the details of which have been mostly shrouded in mystery. Universal Monster movie, that is exciting. That might be one of the most exciting things I've read in this article, actually. I love the Universal Monsters, and it's nice that they're getting a new movie here directed by a competent team. Whether you disagree with some of the decisions Radio Silence made in Scream 5 or 6 or not, I think most of us can agree that they were competently directed. And then the article goes on, Bloody Disgusting first broke the news of the rumors earlier today. IGN has reached out to Spyglass Entertainment, which produces the Scream movies with Paramount, for comment. Radio Silence has seen success with their appropriately beta-biting reboot of the Scream series, scoring positive reviews and solid box office returns with both the 2022 and 2023 films. Writing about 2022 Scream, IGN's Amelia Emberwing said in her 9 out of 10 star review that it sets up a future for the franchise that some may not have thought possible, with a tight story, great performance, and stellar directions. I think that's mostly accurate. Might be a little on the positive side, but that's okay. I think it's mostly accurate. Clearly, the franchise is set up right now for future success, as long as they don't fuck it up, which most horror franchises inevitably do. But I digress. A couple more paragraphs here, guys, and I want to talk about it and what it means. But with Radio Silence moving to their monster movie, Landon's a choice that's hardly out of left field. His Happy Death Day, a bit of a sleeper comedy horror hit from 2017, features some of that same sharp humor, as does his 2020 slasher Freaky. Today's director news is the first real update on Scream 7, though the news of its existence isn't too much of a surprise. Scream 6 grossed a profitable $168 million worldwide on a relatively lean budget reported of $35 million plus marketing and advertising costs. Okay, let's get this out of the way here. So, like I said, depending on your perspective, this can be pretty exciting. For me, I was kind of half expecting the Radio Silence team to leave the project, so it wasn't a shock for me. But the choice of Landon, who, like the article says, directed Happy Death Day and Freaky. I haven't seen Freaky, but I have nothing but positive things to say about Happy Death Day. So tabbing him to direct Scream 7, I think is a very good choice. I think it'll provide a little bit of flavor to the Scream franchise, and I think he's a solid director, which is what you need in, the 7th movie in a franchise. Obviously, it doesn't mean the movie's going to be good, doesn't mean it's going to be shitty, doesn't really mean too much, except for there is a guy that, for all intents and purposes, knows what he's doing behind the camera, which is kind of one of the first ingredients you need for success in one of these movies. Obviously, the other ingredients, are, tenfold. Great cast, a great story, great execution. In a franchise like Scream, where there's rumors of all these returning characters, some dead, some not dead. You need to knock those decisions out of the park. So there's a lot of ingredients that make a sequel good or not. But having a good, competent director is a fantastic start. So that's why I think this is exciting news for Scream 7 and the Scream franchise overall. So like I said, tell me down below in the comments, guys, what your thoughts on this are. Did this shock you? Do you think it's great news? Are you very disappointed because you loved Scream 5 and Scream 6? I get that. But tell me in the comments. Thanks for watching. I will see you guys next time.